Vengefully Yours. I'm here with my guest commentator, Potato. Arley Fulchart, say hi.
Hi.
We're doing some Battlepalooza. This time we're playing some Apex. I like them. I like the game. Not impressed with the battle pass very much. You'll notice I'm not playing Octane. Octane is usually my main character, but I'm not playing him today because I am trying to do my quests, my weeklies, to get more battle pass levels, and I'm starting to wonder if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be wrong to wonder, because there's really not a lot of stuff, specifically for, like, a lot of characters. Like, there wasn't really much for Mirage, who is my main.
Mirage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh?
It sounded like it's a barrage.
Oh, Mirage. Mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murray.
I don't know where we're going with that. But this video is all going to be taken from Vengefully Yours' perspective. I'm playing Revenant. One of my quests is I got to get top 3 is Revenant. Revenant, and that did not happen. We're going to do what were my other ones? Get 10 knocks with a sniper rifle, and then get lots of 4 or 5 knocks at the Harvester with anybody. And every time we came to the Harvester, I think we ran into one team, and I was disappointed. Anyway, I digress. I'll give it back to Arley. What you got to say about the season?
It's been a great season so far. I'm really not disappointed with how they changed the map a little bit, though, gotta say, I'm really happy that they brought the old one back for a limited amount of time, because I personally loved that map. Not impressed with the Battle Pass, like I said before. Only skin I really liked was the one for Watson. Trying to think. I got the one for Lifeline, but like shortly after that I got the legendary skin that I have always wanted for her, so that was kind of pointless. I didn't really like the crypto skin.
Yeah, that one's kind of weird looking. He looks all porcelain doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's really anything I was looking forward to in this battle pass, and I'm drawing a blank right now. I know that there were a couple of skins I was looking forward to. Well, Revenant, he's been kind of fun to play. He's not my jam though. He's definitely not my jam.
Yeah, no, I've only seen a few ways to use his ability really usefully.
Yeah. Like
throwing out the death totem and then going into the storm to save his teammates and then like dying, getting back out.
Yeah, and the one time I could have used that tonight, I was playing Pathfinder instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy kept pinging. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you poor dude. There's no way in heck we're gonna get you out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you don't play Dauntless. You only play Fortnite and Apex, and she was definitely not looking forward to purchasing the Fortnite Battle Pass. She was going to skip it until she saw the video and how much fun it was. Again, we're going to get Deadpool.
Well, I mean, when you hear things like Deadpool and what was the gold guy?
Midas.
Yes. You gotta buy it. Like, those are the two things that got me hooked. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll look into it. And then I saw, like, the cat dude and his big self, and I was like, oh, damn. And then the chick with the comic shirt, and I was like, oh, God. Well, yes, I'm buying it, so I did. And already, I'm really impressed with that one. I looked through it a few times, and I'm like, still really impressed with how everything's working out. Cat's got the zoomies.
Cats are going nuts. I forgot where you said it was something about the cats and the gold guy and wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good battle pass. I like how they gave the whole quest part, a whole makeover, so it's like a table, and then there's like a bunch of secret rooms.
Okay, now that
interesting vent.
Yeah, I gotta touch on that table. Now, whenever I go there, my quest logs are blank. I can't do anything. I can't see anything, and I'm wondering if that because the first day I played it, it was full of like, I want to say like 20 quests, or if you have to choose your pick on which quest you're gonna do, 1, 2, or 3. I know there were numbers there, but I don't know. Completely blank now. I can't do anything except for one daily quest, which is kind of upsetting.
Did you like finish all your quests?
I don't think so. I don't really remember doing every single quest. And then yesterday when we were playing, I just went to. Oh, we're talking about Fortnite and Apex game. Anyway, yesterday we went to all the agency locations.
Yeah.
And we did the bosses and did the vaults and stuff. Logan, he was pretty quick at that. God. Oh my God. One of our cats just did an RKO out of nowhere to another one. That was from the top of the couch. Anyway, normally this doesn't happen. I think we're on the second gameplay now. Rocking the EVA 8 there. That's probably my favorite gun in the game. What's your favorite gun? I like the G7 Scout, but it's really hard to find a couple double tap triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for the longest time, I gotta say my favorite was the flatline, but after getting, what was it? Kill Champion or whatever? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Really fell in love with that R99.
Yeah, that's a...
Shotgun-wise, EVA 8 is definitely my favorite and usually my go-to for a second weapon, but I do like to settle for the R301 or the Sentinel. All very good weapons in my opinion. I have been trying to rock the light machine gun stuff for a quest. Not happy about it. They're just, I don't, like my aim is already really bad, so it's not. Stop laughing.
I'm laughing at the cats, dude. They had to wait to do this until we started coming.
But yeah, LMGs are hard to use, especially when your aim is as potato as mine.
I like the Spitfire. The Spitfire and the L-Star up close is just melt your face.
Do like the L-Star.
Yeah.
Out of all three of them, that one's definitely my new favorite. Really fell in love with it after I got a couple kills with it. Trying to think. Spitfire. I am not a fan. Like I was when I first started playing, but
yeah, long range that gun is just garbage.
Yeah, it was my go-to. Like every time I'd go Spitfire, and then I realized I had potato aim, and I was like, well, maybe I should go for a gun that's a little easier to handle.
Yeah, I find like putting the R301 or the Havoc. I like the Havoc too. You put it on single fire, or single fire, and shoot at a distance, you can take them down pretty quick. But then I might as well just get a scout and have something else in my offhand. But I noticed the scout, if I get the double tap trigger and I aim at their neck, the second shot usually always hits their head. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I do like that.
No, I'm really bad at getting headshots. It's like nearly impossible for me because that's the quest that I have for the LMGs, and I only have 7 out of 50. And it's like I've been drilling it for a while now. It's like you'd think I was a little better after playing for so long.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm trying to practice on not aiming down sight when I'm very close to people too. I was really good at it when I was playing Modern Warfare 2, I believe. God, that was so long ago. That was before everybody had the abilities and stuff like that, which I'm still getting used to. I think I'm getting older now, transferring from, Dauntless to Fortnite to Apex. I'm getting all the controls messed up, and it takes me a little while to get back into it. By the time I'm back into it, I'm tired of the game again, or I need a break, or I need to work on something else, or somebody else wants to play with me.
yeah, no, I'm always getting the controls with Fortnite mixed up with Apex. It's like when I'm playing Apex, I'm trying to use Fortnite controls, and I'm like, wow, Thanks. And then Fortnite, it's Apex controls. And I tried changing that for a little while, but then I started using Fortnite controls again, and I was like, well, maybe I should just change back. And it was a whole thing, and I'm still mixing them up.
Yeah.
I tried really hard to fix that problem.
Yeah, how's the Fortnite one working out for you? Is that working out at all?
Oh, I switched back like within the hour.
You did? Okay, I figured you would. Sorry, I kind of spaced out there a little bit.
Yeah, no, within an hour of switching the controls to be a little similar to Apex controls, I ended up switching back. It was really hard to remember what it was because it's not Apex, and it's like, oh, why couldn't I figure that out when it was Fortnite controls? So I switched back, and then I started using Apex controls, and I'm like, well, what is the point? Like, what even is life? And then your video cut off, and I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I eventually just gave up. I'm like, my life is meaningless at this point. So I kind of just rage quit and went to sleep.
Yeah, we're still setting up all this network stuff in this new house. It's kind of different layout, so I have to get a network switch and get some hardwire going up to everybody's rooms and stuff. It's not going to be too big of a project, but I got to get that done pretty soon. That way we can game together and not have to worry about all this lag and stuff. But to move on, I did promise in my last video that I was going to talk a little bit about my backlog, and then after we go through that, Arley, she found something interesting on Reddit, the comparisons between Fortnite and Apex, and what Fortnite stole from Apex, and how they use it better.
And also how Apex could use a few ideas from Fortnite to improve itself.
Damn Skippy. And I'm all about improvement. Because I definitely like the first person aspect of this game. I sometimes that the third person view on Fortnite is not very forgiving.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on the wrong side of a wall, trying to peek out, and somebody else is on the like the wall's on their right side. No, their left side. I think the camera gives them a little bit more benefit. I'm trying to explain it a little bit better, but I can't. But without further ado, we'll go through the backlog and talk briefly about these games. So, I told you I had quite a bit of games that I'm going to have to play through here.
I'm looking at this list, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So we got the whole Uncharted collection. And I know I played a few of them, but that was way back in PlayStation 3. Or maybe PlayStation 2. I don't remember when the first Uncharted came out. Then I got Doom VFR, which I don't know if I'm going to do VR games on this. I don't know how that would work, or how it would transfer or translate. If I am going to do VR games, though, I'm going to play through Resident Evil again.
Yeah.
That is by far the best VR experience I've ever had.
Jeez, you're braver than I am. I couldn't even play that game on an Xbox.
Then I got Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadows of the Tomb Raider, or Shadow, not Shadows. I guess there's only one of them. Titanfall 2, yeah, that's old ass game. That's made. I think that's the same people that made Apex, actually.
Yeah, Respawn, I believe.
Yeah. And then the Darksiders collection. That's 3 games that I got to play there. I've only played a little bit of the first one. But that, I think, is mainly hack and slashy, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I got Horizon Zero Dawn, which seems like a pretty big open world type game that's going to be very time consuming.
Yeah, no, that one looks really pretty, though.
Yeah.
I've taken a few looks at that one, and it seems promising.
Yeah, it does. Then Alien Isolation, which was a lot of these are PSN games that I got for free too, and I'm a fan of the Alien series, the movie series, so I gotta give that one a shot. Except for God, what were those latest 2 movies? I'm trying to think here. Alien Covenant and God, what was that? Oh, jeez.
I'm probably not
Oh,
gonna
jeez.
that one.
Oh, I can't think of it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do some research. Let's pop up the phone here. Prometheus. I see now. As soon as I pop my phone open, I think of it. Prometheus is the one. I was disappointed in Prometheus. I didn't get to see no aliens. Well, I mean, not the endomorph. Jeez, exomorphs, endomorphs. I don't remember what the hell they're called. I know something morphs. That starts with an E. E-morphs. We'll call them E-morphs.
Sounds good.
The Amnesia Collection, those are scary games. You're a fan of those, but we might have to play those together.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to try those out.
And I think there's two games in that collection.
I only knew of the one.
And we got Assassin's Creed Freedom's Cry, which I have no clue what that is. The Bioshock Collection, which I think is 4 games. Modern Warfare Remastered, I'll probably just play for the campaign. Dead Island, I think I got that and the expansion for that. Got Entwined, which is like a dual stick type of game. It's weird. It looks cool. I remember seeing that video for that at E3. It came out a long time ago. Foul Play I've never heard of. For Honor. Now that's the cool one. That I never did touch that game, but you can be Vikings, Knights, or Samurai. You have to pick a side, and then you fight against other factions.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then we got Hitman, which I've heard is amazing. Life is Strange, which I've heard is really good too.
I've seen a lot of fan art for Life is Strange. I've never actually seen any gameplay or anything.
Yeah. And then we got, next up is Lords of the Fallen, which is Dark Souls-y type of, like highly punishment if you die, or high punishment if you die. We got Mad Max, which that'll probably be my first game that I play on my backlog because I love the post-apocalyptic stuff. We got Mafia 3. That's just that's a whole trip down my heritage lane right there. Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, Solid Snake, you can't go wrong with that. I'm disappointed in myself that I haven't played that. That yet, at least. Neo is next, and I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't played that because I've heard a lot of good things about that one too. Outlast 1 and 2. I know you beat Outlast 1.
Yeah.
So maybe playing those with you, or the first one with you, wouldn't be fair. As long as you can keep your mouth shut and not help me out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
That game was so annoying just because I'm bad at, every game.
I do want to play them with you, though. That was fun. We used to, man, when she was a lot younger, we used to play Slender Man and scare the crap out of each other in the dark, and God, that game was fun. We had a lot of good memories on that.
Yeah.
Then I got Planet Side 2, Psychopaths, which is an anime game. Qbert, remastered, I don't remember. I know there was another word after that, but I didn't write it down. Cube with a Q. No idea what that is. Red Faction 1 and 2, Soma. What Remains of Edith Finch, and I've heard really good things about that game too.
Is it like a horror game?
Oh, from what I remember, yes, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just remember I heard good things about it. And then we got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which I have played through quickly, but with all the expansions and DLC and stuff, I'd like to go through it again and play the heck out of it. Mario Odyssey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I briefly played that game. My wife, she is the one that occupied that game for the longest. Then we got Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I've played maybe a couple hours of. That's another giant open world game. I don't know if that's going to be good for YouTube. There's going to be a lot of content there.
Yeah.
And then Luigi's Mansion 3, which I've watched. Well, and, again, I watched my wife play that game. So that is my entire backlog. No, I have some. I lied. I've got a couple on my computer. The one that I can think of right now is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and they're coming out with a sequel to that. So I need to jump all over that game. I really need to jump all over that game. And then I think that about covers the backlog. So, should we take a small break?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take a small break and be right back. And we're back again. So basically, the backlog thing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research on Google and figure out which ones are the shortest campaigns, tackle it from the shortest to the longest campaign. I think that's how we're gonna handle my backlog a little bit. We gotta get that cut down a little bit. All right. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do the the kleptomaniacs stealing ideas from each other, and maybe who pulls it off better.
All right, so I'm pretty sure everybody knows that Fortnite kind of stole, or at least copied, the idea of pinging and respawning teammates. That was from Apex.
Okay.
You said you liked the Fortnite pinging system better, yeah?
I do like. They kind of work the same. They're just different buttons. This is all new to me because I never played. My first season of Fortnite was Chapter 2, Season 1. I played a game before that, but some little bastard started dancing after he shot me. So I was like, nope, and instantly deleted it because I've been avoiding Fortnite like the plague. So this is all the experience for me. Like, I don't know a Fortnite without the pinging system. I don't know a Fortnite without the resurrection. So I have no clue until you just said that Fortnite took that from Apex.
Yeah, no. Way back when I first played, I didn't know there was a pinging system, and I don't think there was a respawn system at that point. I don't know if which one came after the other. Sorry, but I know there was no respawning when I first played. Mm-hmm. I really didn't like it at that point, and I'm still not a huge fan. I play because my family does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I avoided that game like the plague. I kept myself from playing that for years. I instead of playing Fortnite, I bought Black Ops 4 for the Battle Royale, and we always played PUBG and stuff too. And we had a lot of wins on PUBG.
Chicken dinners.
Oh, a lot of chicken dinners, yeah. Tasty. How can I forget? So, yeah, and then I was talked into playing it on Chapter 2, Season 1, and I liked the game, but I had no idea that there was a lot more story involved, or could be involved in it, like there is in Chapter 2. So I'm digging that. But anyway, yeah. So what else did they steal?
In the new season that came out, they also introduced the decoy bomb thingies.
Yes.
Not really impressed with that. As a Mirage main, I was a little upset about that. Yeah, I really didn't like that. Yeah. Not my favorite thing.
I was messing around with those decoy grenades a little bit last night, and it was fun watching little clones of myself. And a lot of people fall for it. A lot of people fall for that, and it's great. It's great when you can sneak up behind them and just pop them in the head with a shotgun.
Yeah, they do have a lot more motion to them. They're not sitting there doing the weapon decal, which Mirage's decoys do. They just sit there and they look at their weapon. But no, the Fortnite ones actually pretend to shoot or try to break down walls or whatnot, which I thought was interesting. I was like, well, that's something.
Yeah, I like that. I like how they move around a little bit more. They act like bots, which is kind of nice. Yeah, Mirage doesn't. He just runs out. All I know is that whenever I see a Mirage person run on a straight line, it's usually a decoy. So playing this game, it's a little easier to figure out who's the real Mirage and who's the decoy.
Yeah, no. What's nice about the Mirage though is you can kind of guide his decoys where to go.
Yeah, you can't control them after you set them off, though, right?
Yeah, but you can kind of tell them you need
which
to go
direction.
Here. And you can also tell them where to stop depending on where.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you can make them run pretty far, huh?
Well, I think they stop at a certain point, but you can basically tell them from a certain distance, this is where you need to go.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Okay.
That's what I like. And then his ultimate, which really isn't fair because Fortnite doesn't have that, but I like how he's able to escape, running a little faster, turning invisible.
Well, if you throw down a lot of decoy grenades, you can get somewhat the same effect. You don't turn invisible, but
it's a lot like mixing Bangalore's tack and Mirage's together, and just
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
With the smoke grenades and then the decoy, I thought And I was like, well, that's new. Still not sure how I feel about it. Like, clearly I don't, like, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do notice that I would prefer them a lot over regular grenades. Whenever I find them, I do tend to pick them up, and I do like them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next on your list?
Things that I think are different between them, like Fortnite's shooting, like aiming and stuff. It's not as, you don't have to be as accurate.
Yeah, because the drop down. No, Fortnite has a little bit of drop down too, doesn't it?
It does. But accuracy, I've noticed I can be shooting way over someone's head and still getting headshots, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm noticing with Apex that you have to be a lot more accurate if you want to actually get the shot.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Gibraltar that you're shooting at, and then it's like literally impossible.
Right.
Which, it's another thing I noticed in Apex. He's like a top dog.
Oh, Gibraltar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top.
I can't stand him. Him and I don't think I'm going to like Caustic either. Caustic seems like they're just too big of targets. And every time I played Gibraltar, I've died right at the beginning. Being the octane guy, I like getting out. I like moving. Oh man, I like moving fast, flanking people, and smacking them right in their face with a bullet.
Yeah, no, I really like how fast-paced Octane feels. Like, Caustic and Gibraltar being a little bigger.
Yeah.
They feel a little slower than even like some of the normal characters, I guess, like average size, like Bangalore or Mirage even.
Yeah.
Who I put up with their speed because it's pretty fast paced. Can't stand how slow it feels as like Caustic or Gibby. It's just.
No, nothing's worse than going from Apex to Fortnite and hitting that L1 and switching to like a med kit or something in Fortnite, expecting that you're gonna run faster, but you just have a med kit out and you're start healing when you die because yeah, it is complicated switching from game to game.
Yeah, no, we're trying to use your ultimate and like you're clicking both L1 and R1 expecting something to happen.
Yeah.
And just it's nothing. And you're like, thanks. That's super helpful. Gosh.
So what's next on your list?
The building.
Oh, I hate. That's the biggest grievance. Is that the word I'm looking for? That's the worst part of Fortnite for me. You know, I know how the game was supposed to be. I don't even remember when they announced it, but I remember seeing the announcement and knowing that it was you were battling off zombies and monsters and stuff. So it was like a big defense game. You had to go out and collect loot or materials, and you build your base up. You put traps all over the place and stuff. So that part I did like, but if they made a mode where there was no building whatsoever, you could just like tear shit down or tear stuff down. That would be right up my alley. The whole building thing. Some of these guys, I swear that they got some sort of script or something that just builds a tower for them automatically. It is insane how fast some of these people can build. But that's why I always carry grenades or a rocket launcher on me if I find them. That way I can deliver some fall damage to them after I blow up their bases and and give them the death that they rightfully deserve for building so damn high.
Yeah, no, for me, it's just, I wouldn't mind it as much if the materials were limited to something a little less than 1,000. Like, I was reading up on a game mode where you could only have 50 of each material, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, you can only build 5 different things for each material.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to worry about people building these giant
yeah.
towers, and I feel like that would be a little more even, because some people don't collect materials because it's something that doesn't seem worth it. I don't like collecting materials, and I can't build worth anything.
I only do it to upgrade my guns. That's the only reason I collect materials.
Yeah, no, I guess that's true. I've only ever done that when you remind me to, though. Otherwise, I just don't. And then I'm like, oh, well.
Well, that's because we loot everybody and we get the good stuff from killing people. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
I wish that would translate over to Apex a little bit more. One thing I've noticed is that I've ran into a hell of a lot more toxic people on Apex than I have on Fortnite. Fortnite I often don't. I choose not to fill the squad up. So that's probably a reason, but I played a few games with random squads and stuff like that. You get a lot of friend requests and stuff, but a lot of people just don't even talk on that game. Whereas on Apex, man, I could go down, I could be the last person on my team to go down, and you have people calling you trash and you're garbage and you're terrible, and it's like, if I'm so damn terrible, why don't you shut your mouth? Look, give me a chance to get out of this situation, get your card, get you revived, instead of telling me how much garbage I am, or how trash I am at the game. Well, then you're the one that's dead. And then the Chang pinging. I know you can turn that off. You can turn off friendly pings, I think, and you can turn off group chat. Usually that's what I do. I'm always in a party by myself if I'm playing solo or in a party with you. Today we didn't do that, and we didn't have any toxic people today, so that's good. You run into any toxic people in this game?
Actually, it's usually the opposite for me. When I'm not playing Fortnite with you, I'm playing full squads. They like to pick on me, like a lot of younger kids. They tend to pick on me because I like to play the 8-ball skin. And as you know, my favorite emote is the Pokey emote, which is, as you would say, a little more on the girly side. And I've gotten a lot of hate for that.
I bet Big Chuggus would look funny doing that big Chuggus skin I got.
Yeah. Oh, God. No, it's just, I've gotten a lot of hate for that.
It's a cutesy little feminine, girly, I don't know what's politically correct to say. I like the emote, but I wouldn't go for it because I'm a manly guy, a manly man. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
But yeah, no, I've gotten a lot of hate for that, and I get spammed with friend requests on Fortnite.
That's probably because you're doing better than they are. I notice that a lot. If you have good games, you get a lot of friend requests. I've gotten a few from Apex too, though.
Oh, shoot. I don't get a lot of friend requests from Apex, but I get spammed by Fortnite players.
Yeah.
Just because it feels like an easier game to me. Like, a lot of the players are a little younger, a little less experienced than a lot of the guys on Apex who are, like, masters at first-person shooters.
Well, that's the only way you can beat kids nowadays. You can't do it physically. You'll go to jail.
Well, that's true.
You don't have the same upbringing I did.
I mean, I can't argue with that. I feel like my generation was a lot more snowflakey.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But yeah,
I got you all flustered.
You have. Look what you've done. Trying to think. Fortnite feels a lot easier, so I'm able to get a lot farther into a match. Whereas in Apex, it's usually into like the top 10, top 5 area, and I usually don't get past that. And yeah, no, I usually don't get past that. I do tend to get like top 3 almost every round in Apex, or not Apex, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot of younger people who probably play a lot more than I do, but are not super into a little more challenging games like Apex, full of a lot more experienced people. Mm-hmm. It's just something I've noticed, but yeah.
God, that was a horrible death. I'm kind of watching the gameplay as we're talking, and that one was terrible. I knew that there was a guy left to me, but anyway. I get what you're saying about that. Fortnite does seem a heck of a lot easier. God, I think it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good ranking that. And another weird thing is that we do not rank very high when we play together in Apex, which I think is weird. I think that's very weird. I wonder if it's like based on your ranking, match base or matchmaking.
honestly have no idea. Like, I get teamed up with a lot of different kinds of people. Like, some are new to the game, like newer-ish, I guess. But they're still pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I get teamed up with higher level people who are either like amazing or trash.
Right.
And I'm like, how did that happen? Like, you've got to be playing a lot if you're that bad. But no, it ranges for me, so I don't really think it's based off of anything. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
It's just weird to me because, sometimes we play pretty strategic. I'm not always running and gunning like you see in this video, but it's just weird to me that we've never ranked higher. I've had more higher rankings when I'm playing solo, and a lot of times I'm doing the work for the team on that. So I don't understand how weird we just have all shitty games together, or crappy games.
Yeah, no.
I gotta work on that cussing thing, man. I really gotta work on that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. For me, anyway, I'm pretty sure it's just me, like, breaking you down, because I am not that great of an Apex player.
You're decent. You're pretty good. I wouldn't, beat yourself up too much.
I try, but with my potato aim and...
This was good. This was a good play. We had a good team this time.
Yeah. No, I was really happy with that crypto. He did very well.
Yeah.
Or she. I'm not assuming genders here.
That was you that stole my kill there.
The what?
I don't know. Probably. I wasn't really paying attention.
I don't think I had a kill that game.
Well, what's next on your list of things?
Different modes. Now, Fortnite has a lot of different modes. Like, there's single player, duos, squads, there's Team Rumble, and then you can go and hop into creative and do whatever you do in creative. I don't know. I don't play enough.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's got plenty of different modes, and shoot, I would be really happy if Apex decided to bring in some more permanent modes. Like,
yes.
The mode with all the gold weapons and only like 50 shields max was one of my favorites. I loved that one. I liked using the G7 and the EVA 8. It was really fun getting people down in two hits, I think. It was...
I didn't play that event. I didn't play a whole lot. Yeah,
you missed those ones.
Yeah, between all three of these games, Dauntless, Fortnite, and Apex, I just started playing them maybe a couple months ago, maybe? Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I did play the train event. I thought that was kind of fun.
The winter one, Winter Express.
I wish I would have played more. There we go. I just stole that kill from my crypto. I feel kind of bad about that. I just noticed that. But yeah, I completely understand. I was a fan of the duos. It seemed like there was a lot more friends playing together, like teammates, like people that actually knew each other and were coordinated in real life, because we sucked at that. We did not rank very high in any of those matches we played. I would like to see maybe a squad, maybe a 4-person squad. I don't know. I'm not sure this game would handle it very well.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Apex would handle 4 people.
Yeah.
It's like some 3-people squads are like extremely overpowering when you think about it, because like if you put Watson, Caustic, and Lifeline together, you're like basically the ultimate trap team. Like in the first map, Kings Canyon, we'd hide in the base, in the side of the mountain. I can't remember what it's called right now, but
we'll have to get on and play a match with that. I still haven't experienced that map yet.
Yeah, no, we'd have the Caustic set his traps up by the doors that led out, and then we'd have our Watson main. She'd set all of her traps on the inside. Mm-hmm. Just random places, really. And then we'd have the Lifeline running around. We had our what's it called? Her Watson's ultimate.
Oh, the pylon?
Yeah, the pylon. She had that set up in one of the rooms. We'd have everybody kind of camping in there. We'd have the lifeline running back and forth between the doors, making sure nobody came in. And as soon as they did, she'd throw smoke grenade, or not a smoke grenade, she'd throw a arc star.
Oh, okay.
It would explode, and then they'd get hit with the gas traps.
Oh, that's nice. That seems very campy.
Yeah, no, it was just amazing. We took out like 5 teams one round, I think. It was insane. But yeah, no, I think they'd have to change up the abilities a little bit to do like a 4 or 5 person squads, even. Just because that would be insane. Yeah. And then like single player for Apex, it's basically just a Pathfinder mode.
I would like that. I think I would like to experience